unity. Go the opposite direction of that inward focus, that inward tunnel. The idea that it's all about me. Shift and go directly to love. He says, your family. Family takes care of family. You know, the business can fall apart, but your family, let's not let this rip apart a good relationship. All these years, all these wonderful things that we've done. This love is so strong, he's willing to be cheated by his own nephew. He said, look, I'll give you first dibs. I'm going to step back. Now, Abraham, according to custom and rights, as the elder statesman, as the leader of the clan, God called him. God said, I'm going to make you a great man. I'm going to work through you and your wife. He could have invoked that. He could have said, you know what, Lot, you're just along for the ride. You know what, you really don't deserve anything more than I want to give you, Lot. And right now, I see great things out there, and I'm going to take the first and the best. And whatever is left over, Lot, you get. He could have done that, but he doesn't. Instead, he steps back and says, you go first. Pick anything you want. And then I will take what is left, and we'll part, and we'll do this in a clean, nice, loving way. No regrets, no looking over our shoulders, no arguing and bickering about success, non-success, why me, why you. He's going to protect unity because he's going to be willing to risk everything to maybe see what happens next. To let God work it out. This is really, really dangerous. But it's the best thing we could do. You have to take initiative. You have to be willing to say, I'm going to move and act, not wait for someone else to fix the problem. Giving up your right for the sake of the unity. Possessions are not more important than people. Ministries are not more important than people. And you have to just allow God to go and to let love come to the top. See, Jesus taught his disciples. Jesus constantly was going back to the concept of love. And Jesus said that they will know you are my disciples. They will know you are my followers. They will know you are my children by what? Love. He did not say they were going to know you are my disciples by the bigger church buildings that you have. He did not say they will know you are my people by the best programs that you can have. He did not say that they will know you are my people by how cool you are. They will know that you are mine by how you love. See, if we don't love, there can't be unity. If we don't stay on mission and point, the unity will fall apart. Think about the weddings that we go to. Think about this idea that we gather together at weddings. And the unity candles are normally there in many, many weddings. The unity candle has the two candles pre-lit. And those represent who you are now at this point, how far you've come, how your parents have led you, and life up till now. And you have the bigger unity candle in the middle. And as the wedding service goes on, the bride and the groom walk up and they take them and they simultaneously light the center candle together, representing for everyone that we are now one. Emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually. We are unified as one. The two have become one. It's in the book of Genesis, all the way through the scriptures. Unity, love, all one. And then you snuff out the original candles and you just remain with one. And when you light that, there's usually a nice, good, bigger flame that erupts out. Something great happens at that moment. You burn brighter together, stronger than if you did if you were alone. That illustration is the exact same illustration for the church. That we should burn bright, that we should stand mission, that we should do this thing. He wants to combine us together. He wants to use our gifts, our passion, our ability. He wants us to do this thing. See, but you have to be willing to love. You have to be willing to risk. You have to be willing to set yourself aside. And the Church of Jesus Christ doesn't do this too well, but every so often see glimpses of it. When Journey was beginning to make changes, and again, we're going to celebrate this at our 5-year anniversary. When we began to talk about moving out of the daycare center we were working, that we were in for several months, the Chateau Theater opened up an opportunity for us to move in here. And actually this option was here before we launched Journey and we went to the college. But it was representing itself, and we were beginning to talk and discuss with the people here at the Chateau how that might look. And as we began to move into it, and we had been here for a couple weeks, and we were in the small, tiniest theater gathering. And I went to a pastor's gathering with the church network that we're part of here in town. Many, many pastors, leaders from different denominations, different backgrounds. And I ended up sitting next to Doug Mathers from Crosswinds Church. Crosswinds had been at Willow Creek for years and years. They had grown to be about 400 people. Journey was almost ready to complete their first year of ministry. And I've known Doug for a while. And Doug gets talking to me, and Doug said, hey, I'm here. I've heard you moved to the Chateau. How's it going? What's going on? I began to share with him kind of where we're at and how we're feeling this place out a little bit. And Doug said, I just want to let you know that our leadership at Crosswinds was investigating moving to the Chateau. We were beginning to discuss how maybe we would move out of the school and what it would look like to be a theater church. And we were almost ready to call the Chateau when we got word that you guys were moving there. So Doug said, I told my leaders not to do it. For the sake of the unity, for the sake of the kingdom, for the sake of the mission, we weren't going to play the game. But they had 400 people. They could have moved in here, right into this room, right from the beginning. This whole building would have been an amazing complex for them. But Doug said they intentionally said, because we love the mission more than we love ourselves, we let you have the choice. We let you go first. And we're so happy it's working out for you. See, that's unity. That's burning bright. That's doing it right. This unity was so important to Jesus, he actually prayed for you. He actually prayed for this church. He actually prayed that people would see this. I want to take you to John chapter 17. And this is an amazing prayer that Jesus is pouring out. It's close to going to the cross. It's close to the end days here. And look at his prayer as he pours it out and talks to his Father. My prayer is not for the world, but for those you have given me, because they belong to you. All who are mine belong to you, and you have given them to me, so they bring me glory. Now I am departing from the world. They are staying in this world, but I am coming to you, Holy Father. You have given me your name. Now protect them by the power of your name, so they will be united just as we are. Did you underline in the Bible? Great place. United just as we are. During my time here, I protected them by the power of the name you gave me. I guarded them so that not one was lost except the one headed for destruction, as the scriptures foretold. That would be Judas. Now I'm coming to you. I told them many things while I was with you in this world, saying, let me be filled with joy. I have given them your word, and the world hates them because they do not belong to the world, just as I do not belong to the world. I am not asking you to take them out of the world, but to keep them safe from the evil one. They do not belong to the world any more than I do. Make them holy by your truth. Teach them your word, which is true. Just as you send me into the world, I am sending them into the world. That's our mission. That's what we're doing. That's our vision. And I will give myself as a holy sacrifice for them, so they can be made holy by your truth. Now, he's going to pray for you. I'm praying not only for these disciples, but also for all who will ever believe in me through their message. I pray that they will all be one. This is you and I are one. As you are in me, Father, and I am in you. And may they be in us, so that the world will believe you sent me.